Hello everyone, it's Amy and welcome back for another Craft with Me, Crafting Along with Sonya Stepto. And Sonya finished her first book, but she has started a second, so that's cool. Go over and check out her channel for a lot of really fun little ideas for embellishments and how to put your book together. But today we are going to do one that she showed, and she went ahead and we take our little bits and, we put them together so they look kind of cute and we stick them in a pocket so they're kind of sticking out over the edge. Well, what Sonia did was she took her little bits and she put them together like she was going to put them in a pocket. And then she glued them together like that. And so I'm going to do that really quick. We'll put the glue on there. I don't know what I did with my tacky glue. Well, we'll use this. So you just kind of decide how you want to layer them up. And just like that. Just put a little bit of a glue on there. Oh, that wasn't really smart. I could put it on my table. And I kind of like to line them up a little bit at the bottom. And then we're just going to put a little bit over here. Like this. And there we go. Now when you put them in the pocket, they stay fanned out like this because we like to fan them out so they look pretty. And but when you're opening and shutting the pages and everything, things start getting moved around. And so this holds them together. But the coolest part is what she did next. So then she took her bits, and because those are still like drying to each other, I'm just going to put some stick glue right on my paper instead of on the back of those. Okay, so right here. She went ahead and she backed them. I'm backing this one with a piece of coffee dyed paper, and you can back them with cardstock if you want to, depending on how thin they are, depending on how thick you want them. But usually with your layer of your paper bits and your layer of your coffee dyed paper or tea dyed or anything that you decide that you're going to put it on, the two layers usually makes it thick enough that you don't have to have a cardstock to put them on. When I make tags, I like my tags to be made out of something heavy like cardstock. And you don't want to get glue on the back because you're going to cut them out. And so now that looks cute. They're all held together. They're glued together. And we're just going to go in and just cut them out like this. Wouldn't be as sticky if I hadn't put glue all over my paper, or if I had waited for it to dry. This has been a really fun series. We're just using whatever. I got these little bits out of a book that I got. It comes with a CD, so you can print out the little bits for your projects. But I got it at a garage sale, so actually I've got two sets of them now. And one of them did not have any CD to go with it, but I love the pictures. And being that I can print the pictures and use them in my crafting, I can also cut them out and use them. I don't know what the rules are for using, stuff in your projects, but I think that what I've heard is if you cut out and just use the original picture, you can use that in your collage and stuff. You just cannot copy it and sell it. But I really don't know. I don't know what copyright laws are. So there we go. That one turned out really cute. I just love the way they turn out. And the thing about it is, now look at the back. It's a nice flat journaling spot. And, you know, if I were to tuck these three in a pocket, they're really cute to tuck in a pocket, but they're very, very small, especially this one. Now, you could actually journal something on the back of that, a quick note or somebody's birthday or something, but this way you just have a much larger space that you can journal on. They stay together, so when you put them in the pocket, they don't keep shifting all over, and you're, you know, constantly adjusting them as you flip through. So I think that is just the greatest idea. And then while I was going through some books trying to find some things to make that kind of collage with, I was going through um, a little kids book, and I found these, and I thought, well, these are kind of cute. And I thought, well, this is what I had first. And, you know, when I put them together to get the whole nose in, it was quite wide to put anything else with it. And I really do like the threes. And so then I thought, well, I don't want to do it like that. And I thought, well, if I do it like that, you know, you got this big white space. So what am I going to do? So I kind of had a little idea. And so I thought that I would share it with you. Hopefully it turns out, because I have no idea if it's going to or not. And I forgot to set my timer, so I'm going to have to try and keep watch on the time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut around the toucan's very carefully, around the toucan's beak. I'm not going to take any of the paper off. I'm just going to cut around his beak, trying to be really good about staying right on the line, or the edge, or whatever you want to call it. There we go. Okay, so now if I take this, I can put it on here like this. So see, he's kind of like tapping him on the shoulder. Isn't that cute? And you could put it in further or whatever, but I like it just coming up there to his shoulder. And so, and the reason I didn't cut any of the papers off is I want it to still be a solid piece, and it gives me places to glue it all together. So I am going to, I think I'll use the stick glue for this part. And then I'll pull his beak up. Put that in there like that. Oh, I was thinking I put glue all over the whole thing on the back because I needed it on the back and the front, but I need it on this part of what I cut. I need it on the front of this, like that, and the back of his beak, like that. That will stay better. Okay, I want to line them up where I want at the bottom. Make sure you're paying attention to all of your bits so you get it where you want it before you get it too stuck down. And there we go. Just going to give that a press. And there, I like the way that that looks. And then I thought this little cat could go on here like this. And he's kind of looking up at the penguin. He is covering up the little one in the back, but that's okay. And so, but what I thought was, I don't really like that so much either. So I'm going to cut around this wing right here. So I grabbed a, I hope I don't run out of time. I grabbed a little X-Acto knife, and I am going to, again, carefully cut around the penguin's, I think they're wings. I mean, I know they don't fly, but are they wings or are they like flappers or something? Okay. Okay, so I've cut around that. I have a little bit, well, that's all right if it has a little bit of white on it. I don't know what to do with my cat. So I'm going to put the cat on here, but I'm going to put the penguin's wing over top of the cat. And I really don't like that word there, but I don't want to cut the cat's tail off any more than he was on the edge of a page, so it was already partly cut off, but I'll figure out a way to cover that up. So there we go. We're going to just take that We're going to get a little bit of glue on the back of his wing and on the front here. Get that wing stuck out. And put that one on there just like that. Also, what that does is it can shorten up. You have some that you want, but they're going to be too long to spread across the page. And so I'm not going to cut that out. I can't, that word is bothering me, but I'll figure it out. And then after I figure out what I'm going to do with it, I'll show you what I did with it. And there we go. I think that that's really cute. And we'll just make sure that's not sticky. And go ahead and back it. And see this, and this is a way too that you can use things out of a book to put on your projects, and you don't have all of that writing on the back. So I'm just gonna put this right on here. And we'll cut around it. So I hope that you're enjoying this series, and I hope that you're playing along yourself and just doing whatever you feel like doing with whatever it is that you have in your stash right now. So here in the United States, everything is starting to open up, but having Papa here at the age of 96, we're still not going to be doing much. My husband is going to be going back to work the beginning of June, so it's good and it's bad. Kind of scares us, but he's been off since November. He was off 3 months with his surgery, and right when he was ready to go back, this all happened. So then he wound up getting laid off. So we have to get him back to work, and hopefully they'll keep him on this side of the state where there's really not a lot of infection, and we'll just have to be safe. But there we go. See, there's so many cute things that you can do, and you don't have to go out and buy things. Stay home, stay safe, go through all your little books and that type of thing, and find yourself something fun to make for your little journals. So thank you very much for stopping by. I really do appreciate you, and I hope that you all have an outstanding day. Bye-bye.